Hey guys, David Sicking Near Me here, comics, Sicking Near Me comics here. All right, guys. I say it was supposed to be 11. Things kind of got out of hand. Things not going as planned, so I have to go back to original time, which is at 10 right now. Sun is up, still kind of frisky outside, as you can see. There's some wind and things. How's everyone doing? All right. So today I got some FOC for you from went to economics and comic. Go check them out. Just to let you guys know, everything that I say or do here is all opinionated. It's just my opinion. Along with that, I want to bring also 789 comic just to let you guys know I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting anything through this here. What's up, Lord Tap Man? How you doing? Thanks for being on the chat. Just to let you guys know, I'm not getting any commission. I'm not getting paid for any of these. I just want to support the online comic book store that I use, and along with the sites that I check to see what's up in a new comic book day, like cover price, along with economic in comics and also 789 comics to grab my favorite covers that I like or the books. All right. So use your SNMC code to get your 10% discount on all your order through 789 Comics. And they have some really great comic books to let you guys know. They also have Flash, Batman, the new 52 reprint with the Akira, and a new one here, Spider Gwen, Ghost Spider. I don't know how many times they're going to reboot this thing, but it is what it is. As you can see, as I scroll up, there's many, many more great books here. This one that I ordered myself is a Vampirella 672. It's a color splash version by Paul Green. If you don't know who Paul Green is, go check them out. He does some really great covers for Zenoscope and things. So this is one thing that I use also SNMC to get my 10%. So with that said, that is it, guys, for that. And how everyone's doing. I am almost close to about, I say about 85% getting my books in order too. So my collection is really not easy as I thought it would be. I want to at least save about 150 to 200 comic books, but even 200 was a little bit. So I'm narrowing it down to probably 100 to 120 with the favorite covers and some of the very nostalgia things that I grew up with. So those are things that I'm keeping, but majority of the keys, issues, and things that don't feel that is needed, and I am selling it. Went to the Emerald City Comic Con, had some great time there. It seems as though con is back again. You know, and a lot of people were there. This was my first time ever being there on Saturday. Normally, I go there on Sunday on the last day to see if I can get some deals and things like that. But unfortunately, there was no deal. There's a lot of comic book dealer than usual than compared to last year, but the books was overpriced and there's no wiggle room. Seems like the dealers is not willing to negotiate. They want to get the most money, which I don't blame them. Because if I was in the same shoes, I probably would have done the same thing, especially when it comes to key issues or sought after or popular books that came out within the month, a week, or on that day. So with that said, but I was able to get two things done. That was the only two reasons that I went to Emerald City Comic Con is to go visit Julie Draws. Go check her out on Instagram. She does some really great work with Locana. She did the second edition of Locana. I think it was just called the Sorceress Spellbook. I got her to do a little remark along with signature, and she did some little personal touch up on the card, which is now is in CGC to getting graded, and hopefully we'll be getting it within a few weeks. And I'll show it up. I'll post it on Instagram and along with. If I can chance, if it's worthwhile to do it on here on YouTube as well. And also I got to see I'm sure you guys already seen this on my Instagram if you're following up, but I was able to meet up with Richa Lynn. If you don't know, she does a lot of the TGC cards, and she does some really great covers from on a comic book covers. I think she did the Zatanna, but this was one another reason why I went to Emerald City Comic Con because I found out that she was coming, and reached out to her that she does a lot of commissions. She said she can have it done. I said, "Do I need to make a reservation?" And asked a lot of questions. And she said, um, "A personal, detailed commission was pretty much booked up, but if it's something that she can done within a couple of hours, she will take requests." So went there and saw her, and if you don't know, me and my wife, we love Demon Slayer. I was into Demon Slayer. She got into it, and she loves Nezuko, which happens to be one of the main protagonists in that show. So she is a girl that got bitten by a demon, and she somehow has her urge not to bite or make other other people demon. But anyway, Demon Slayer, go check them out. And I asked her if she could do a commission or a piece on a character that me and my wife, love. And she said, "It can be done. Come back in a few hours." And after a few hours, um, she did this right here. Nezuko Kamado, one of the main character in yeah, in Demon Slayer. And this is what she did. So she asked, "You want the demon version or you want the cute version?" And I said, my wife goes, "Give me the cute version, please." And this is what she did. And thank you, Rita Lynn, for doing this piece. And definitely will be going into my walls of commissions and art and original art and things like that. So I just need to find a frame to go with this so I can hook it up on my wall. Sorry for the thing. And let's see what's up in the FOC for this week. I'm sure you guys already know. I went through a lot of channels, went through this, but just in case, let's recap and see what we have missed or what you might have missed. So here we are. So FOC comic, like I said, I'm using economics in comic. Go check them out. Like I said, there's no discount code for this. I just use this format. I use their site to see what is upcoming for me to see or maybe to get. But I love this one here, Absolute Batman 7, Bill Sinkovic cover. Um, yeah, I don't know how to really use this, but um, open up an image, a new tab, and let's see right here. There we go. Bill Sinkovic S7, great cover. Um, and then what else we got here? We got Absolute Batman, Dick Nagoda, Wolverine 8. Nothing that really stands out from my end here. This was another one that I thought that was pretty good. Amazing Spider-Man versus Godzilla. This is coming out on April 30th. So this is the FOC for April 30th. So about 6 weeks from today. And but yeah, that's a pretty cool cover, huh? And what else we got here? We got Ultimate Wolverine, Linear Liu. It's not so bad. Not the best cover. What else we got here? Uh, boom, boom, boom. We got Venomverse. What is this? Fresh Brains. Derek Chu. Fresh Brain Break Chu. Let's see. Open up another image here. All right. It's all right. Fresh Brain. If you don't know Fresh Brain, from my understanding, there it is part of the YouTube. I think, if not, probably Facebook. They did some really great homage covers of Batman 880 a few years back that I can remember. We got David. We got here David Aha variant Ultimate Wolverine. Let's see what that is. Um, it's all right. Not, something about David Aha. He used the color palette white, black, and white. That's not a pretty good. It's not a bad. It's not good. Um, what else we got here? We got reprint of Superman issue number one by Neil Adams. We got Real GI Joe. Cover Spawn 636. God, I'm telling you, Spawn, these collectors, they're very avid collectors, and along with that, they would spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a rare Spawn book. Heavy Metal Magazine by Fred Zeta. Oh, that's a beautiful cover, isn't it? Like I say, Heavy Metal is back again. I think, from my understanding, um, Massive Publishing is part of the. I think they also do. They're the one that started the Whatnot comics exclusive. So they have gained control of Heavy Metal magazine, and they're stop. And they will keep. They will start making heavy metal. So Heavy Metal magazine is back again. So Heavy Metal magazine issue number one, Frank Frazetta, a max size late release, April 30th. That's a great cover. Let's see what's in the chat. Nobody's in chat. There's two people watching. Thank you for the views, guys. Thank you. Stick around. The show for today is it done? I'm talking about me, and also I have something to fun to show you guys without regarding Sticky Goose. He said he's done, but he's not done yet. But what a character! What a character! So I'll go into that later. So let's see more about the FOCs. We got Fire and Ice when hell freezes over. Jeff the Call. Let's see. Oh, that's a nice cover. Jeff the Call to me is a hit and miss, but there's a lot of followers there. So here we are. Fire and Ice when hell freezes over. Issue number one. One out of six. It seems like a mini series. A great cover by Jeff the Call, and that is someone that I am looking forward to see in the future if he ever comes to Emerald City Comic Con. So with that, Battle Beast, Blank, Godzilla Spider Man, Nick Bradshaw is not available. Wolverine, so and so. Not really cover that catches my eyes. Transformers issue number 17. I heard they're doing a really great series there. Here it is. Greg Hedenberg, Brent, cover of Heavy Metal issue number one. Yeah, pass on that one. Rest in peace for Greg Hedenberg, which has passed away later last year, or was it this year? I think it was this year. Fire Nights when David Nakayama. It's pretty much the same thing with him. I hope he does a little bit more than just like negative space kind of thing. Adventure Time, David Nakayama Gold Foil. Let's see what that is all about. Gold Foil, $7.99 cover price. So if you haven't watched Adventure Time, it's a great story. It's fun, a little wacky, but it's fun. What else we got? Jim Hendricks present. Number three, FOC review variant. Okay, it's like a negative, some kind of a negative space kind of thing. What else we got here? Wolverine. What else? We got Cable, Love, and Chrome. Let's see what that is about. It's not so bad. It's a Capcom variant, so it's very animated. Superman 3 facsimile of. Oh, look at that action figure. Yeah, not bad. Car stock. All right, you got the old stickers and thing. Really well done. And once again, Facsimile edition, Spawn again, Heavy Metal, uh, Tony Moore. We got what is it? David Palumbo, blank, and also we got cover E. Not something that really pops out here. GI Joe #4 second printing. Jason Howard. Don't miss with the scissors. DC versus Vampire World #8 by Puppeteer Lee. It's not bad. Oh, that's not a bad cover. Do you know? Does anybody been reading DC versus Vampire World or V? This is issue #8 out of 12. So I like that. That's a nice cover. Really well done. Let's see what we got here. Batman and Robin, Javi Fernandez. Nope. Um, Adventure Times, Witchers. We got Last Boys. Uh, TMNT, Star Trek, Mira Akana. This looked like a Friesen cover. Let's see. Nope, I don't think it's a Friesen. Um, There's no info, but they kind of have that Jenny Friesen-ish type of thing. It could be, could be not. What else? Godzilla, 70th anniversary Goldfield Classic, Twilight, X Factors, Wolverine. And let me know if there's anything that you guys see. Um, it said you need Golden Age comic book in your life. Ah, yes, yes. You know what? Actually, I got gifted maybe a couple of Golden Age. It's a love story kind of thing, and I do have 2 copies. Thanks to shout out to Craven Comics on Instagram, along with Hazel Dan on their YouTube channel. I got 2. Um, but that that's another rabbit hole I do not want to get into. I'm trying to get out of collecting comic book and just keeping about 100 to 120 comic books in my collection so I can enjoy, kind of retire in a way. That's why it says, is it done on this live show today? So we got more. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's go to other one here. Cable, Transformer. I'm just trying to pick out the one that kind of stands out when it comes to uh, covers. I heard the Greiger. Am I pronouncing it right? But anyway, I heard that this is a great read. But the cover is pretty much all right. There we go again. David Nakayama cover with his negative space kind of look. Eyelid Popeye. I heard there when Massive Produced did the Mike Tyson um, punch out or knockout homage, that went for a pretty penny, but back down to earth again. So never go with the hype. Just go with the one that makes you happy. Batman and Robin, Chris. This is not. It's all right. All right, pass on that. We got Batman, Old Robin, Tyler Kirkham, Carstock, Aquaman. Here's not a bad. That's all right. Okay, we got that Nakayama, Adventure Time. A lot of Adventure Times here. All right, let's go. We got a few more to go, guys. Well, that is it. Pretty much 5 out of 5. So there's not many out there. Um, so let's close that out here. What's up, Angel Rivera? It's been a while, man. How are you? What up, people? Yeah, I'm doing this solo because I told my panel members that it will be doing at 11, but something came up and I have to push up to regular time again instead of 11. Here I am doing this on my own. Got 1 people watching. We got Lord Tapman and Angel Rivera in the chat. So thank you very much. I'm telling you, this live show is just something that I like to do, regardless of what. And I thank you everyone for you guys' support. And let's see if I can. Let's try whatchamacallit, cover price, and see what they have. Cover price can be done. Shakers Report. If you haven't watched the Shakers Report, go ahead. I just want to do the Tom Comics. Um, what else we got here? More CP content here. Let's see what we got. Top comic final cutoff. The comic news. Crowdfunding convention, weekly shake report, cover price, spotlight. Let's try final cut order for this here. Let's see what cover price has to say. March 10th. What have we got here? February, January, March. March right here. March 10th, which is 12. So we'll see. Let's go try to check this out. Final cutoff. So here we are. Absolute Green Lantern issue number 1. By this is done by Left Thorough. Jeez. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. We got Absolute Green Lantern issue number 1, cover A. Cover done by what's that? Janoy Lindsay. Daredevil issue number 20. Don't know where that's going. John JR. Okay. First appearance in this here. Just to let you guys know, this is coverprice.com, done by Left Thoros. He picks some of the upcoming FOC and first appearance and the covers that you want to look into. So, with that said, yeah, man, Comic-Con season in full effect, and I can tell you right now, Emerald City Comic-Con never looked greater. And I enjoyed my time. But there's so many hundreds and hundreds of people there. Man, it was kind of suffocating to tell the truth. But like I said, I was able to find 2 people. The only reason I went there to see that 2 people is Julie Vu. She does a little Lacana card, which I got her, and also Larita Lynn, and she did the great commission of Nezuko Tamako from Demon Slayer. So let's see. So we got right here first appearance of powerful and mysterious new character. All right, Raphael Albuquerque. Cover, not the best cover he has done. Right here, what is this? DC All Absolute first appearance again. Glipse Kamun Koli. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right or not, but it's a free comic book day of special edition foil variant. All right, so grab your FCBC BD. Real G.I. Joe silent issue 1 shot. Real American Hero Beachhead issue number 1, covered done by Phil Hester. First appearance of Hyde Street, cover A. First appearance of Sisterhood, covered by Ivan Reese. He did the I think he did the Amazing the Venom, or was it Amazing Spider-Man, the glow in the dark one. Predator versus Spider-Man. Should look pretty interesting. Main cover, first appearance of Skinner, Predator with no claws affiliation. Paulo what's that? Sicaria. That's not bad. Black Spawn Ritual, the book of NYX, first appearance of the Puritan. Interesting. Right? That's the cover C. Star Wars Jedi Knight number 2, first full appearance of Arthur Prime and Blue Tark. And Ultimate 11, for another first appearance of Earth 6160 Loki. Woohoo! All right. Cover done by DK Ruin or Dyke Ron. Absolute Green. This is what is this? I think we went through this here, huh? It seems like cover F. So this seems like 1 out of 100 or 1 out of 50. It seems like it's a foil variant, guys. Woohoo! Absolute Superman cover C. Cover selection for this Puppeteer Lee. Puppeteer Lee, if you haven't, he did some really great Vampirella covers. Archie's and Friend Level Up. Interesting. Interesting. And Daredevil issue number 20. Ryan Menarding cover. Not bad. Not bad. G.I. Joe silent cover. Um, Special edition. So you guys all G.I. Joe fan? I never really was into G.I. Joe, but there's another nostalgia title right here. So grab that up. Incredible Hulk issue number 24. Dolly variant. Interesting, interesting. Cover. Poison Ivy by Kuyong Oh, that's a pretty cool cover. If you... Yep. Very interesting. Oh, there's people here at the bottom. All of these detail. Really well done. Predator versus Spider-Man. Um, yeah, yeah, I love that pose also. But yeah, there we go. Uh, so with that, this is a Ryan Brown. Yep, Ryan Brown. He does some really great cover. I have a few cover of him doing the Carnage and along with Venom. Someone interesting. Kind of tell me to grab a book and just to read. Resurrection Man, Quantum Karma, done by Dan Paz. What? Panosian. Let's see. Wow, look at the detail on that thing, man. He's been killing it. He's been killing it last year. Continued to kill it again this year. Um, great cover. Great cover. Don't know what the read is. Done by DC. So this what we got. Savage Sword of Conan, issue number 8, done by Joe Jusko. He did all of the Marvel masterpiece, and look at that. And don't give up, man. Conan, don't give up. What's up, guys?
What's up, man? How's
Hey,
it going?
sorry about the time frame.
That's all right. Sorry, we're a little bit late.
No. It's my fault. I saw you guys was 11 last night, and something came up, and my breakfast kind of ran late, and I drove to the car. Call it the car dealership because I ran into my garage door
Yeah.
last week and took out the that I don't know that antenna thing that sticks out at the top of the car. It ripped it right open. So and it was raining all last week. It's going to rain this week, so I had to get it fixed. So when I went there yesterday, they say it will take a little bit longer. They will have my loaner car ready for me. So I went down there this morning and realized that they're going to be opening at 10, and I was there at 9. So
Okay.
I'm not going to be there for another hour. It probably will take another hour to get all the paperwork done. So I figured, you know what, just come back home, do this show at 10, and hopefully we get finished by 12:30 the latest and drive there by 1 and get the car. So anyway, so I apologize. It's my fault, guys. And
No, that's fine, man. Yeah.
Joe went out of town and was like playing games all weekend.
Yeah, we had a Marvel Champions tournament kind of thing at a friend's house, and he came in from out of town, and then we went to another friend's house that was out of town. So it was kind of got done early and got back pretty late last night. I was planning on being there till later this afternoon, but actually got finished with it early. So.
But he was like pretty tired from that. So
I'm tired all the time anyway.
Yeah, you're tired all the time. But hey,
it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. You know, I love you guys.
Yeah, no, man. Yeah. Now I just don't sleep good, dude. Like I don't know. I can't go to sleep before like 2:00 in the morning half the time, and wake up in the morning to go to work and stuff. And even if I'm tired, I like lay there, my mind races and rambles, and I just don't sleep well, man. Yeah,
well, you just got a lot of things on your mind, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
And so am I. It seems like I've been getting at least about 5 hours a day to average for the past geez, for a month. Ever since my mom got diagnosed with that symptom, she's been
Yeah.
just going up and down. It's just been roller coaster ride. And
Yeah.
this past week, she had another episode, and it targeted through me and my wife, and just have to go through this whole emotion.
Sorry,
And
man.
yeah, hey, it's life. The
Yeah.
thing is, what can we do? What can I do? What can my wife do? Absolutely nothing. We just can be
Right.
supportive, and
Yeah.
it was just eating me, eating my wife, and we decided, you know what? Let's just take it easy. Let's just fix the damn garage door and the car first, and take things at a time. And also, whatever time I had, I've been organizing all my collection, the books that I want. So the first one is, okay, all the one that I really don't need, I have in the back here. All right.
Okay.
So this 5 short boxes here is absolutely going to be gone. Now, books here on this side, which you can't see, I have about another 5 book boxes of comic that I was going to keep. But remember, I told myself, keep it to average of 150, right?
Okay.
But when I sorted out, it came out to 300, more than 300 books. I was like, well, this is not where I'm going.
Right.
I also got like 5 shelf of books here on my bookshelves here. So what I'm doing is sorting out what I really don't want and the books that I really want, and taking out what I don't want again, and narrowing it down to probably about 100 to 120 books.
Okay.
Right. So a lot of the key issues going to go. I'm just going to keep the book that is nostalgia, that my childhood, great covers, and about 10 comic books that my wife wants. So
Yeah.
that is
What
it.
does she like?
She likes cute covers.
Okay.
She likes cute covers. There was that. There was the one. What J. Scott Campbell? There was that Amazing Spider-Man Presents Black Cat. That one out of 100 variant by J. Scott Campbell. Somebody hit me up and said, are you willing to sell that? And I asked my wife. She said, no, that is staying with me. So I said, we could get a good pennies for those. And she's like, I don't care. I want that comic book in my collection.
Yeah.
But I did sell my bubble gun. I don't know if you're familiar. I think there was at least about 100 printed, signed by J. Scott Campbell. I sold that for 300. And so slowly moving, but it's not in the pace that I want. But it's going. Pretty soon. All this, Funkos and everything is going to be gone. It's going to be pretty much statues, some few action figures, and maybe about 100 to 120 comic books, and that'll be it for me. And that's why I said, is it done? I think I'm pretty much done. As for my chase for AF-15, is pretty much in my next life. Probably will get it, but I think I kind of gave up on comic books already. But I'm still enjoying watching and listening about comic book, going to comic cons. Talking about comic cons, I went to Emerald City Comic Con this last weekend, and it was the whole feel of con is back again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went down a rabbit hole about maybe about a month ago. Kind of thought about you too, but it was like these it's like those unboxing of like the sports cards and stuff. Like people will buy the old vintage box sets. Like somebody paid like $20,000 for like this old Tops, like 19. No, it was not Tops. It was before Top, right before Tops or whatever. But it's they have some of like the old Babe Ruths in there. Not Babe Ruths, but Mickey Mantles and stuff in there. And you have potentially get like a 53 Mickey Mantle and all kinds of different stuff. And they paid like $20,000 for like one unopened pack.
Wow.
One pack. Yeah. And
what did it do?
Nothing.
They didn't open it.
Well, this one person. The
one I saw was
the one she saw. They didn't open it, but the one that I saw, they opened it, and he basically threw $20,000 in the garbage because it didn't hit any of the big cards or anything like that. And he had maybe $1,000 worth of cards in there, maybe $500 worth of cards, maybe. out of the whole pack, and he paid like 20,000 for it. And they just do that for like a shot at getting, a Mickey Mantle card or Yogi Berra card or somebody like that, and but they, he didn't get anything good.
Yeah, of
So,
course. I mean, what's the chances of you hitting a Mickey Mantle, right?
right? Yeah, not very good.
A damn box, I spent
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds of dollars on freaking sports card and also TGC cards, and your chances are like almost like hitting a lottery.
Yeah.
It's almost a 0 to 1. That
Yeah.
you get it.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna hit a Zoro manga card.
yeah. She keeps buying. Yeah,
I'm gonna hit one.
yeah, we
But
are.
eventually, Yvonne, you spend enough money, you
If
will.
we buy 1,000 more boxes, we might get one.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I remember I think it was last month or a few months ago. You said that you guys were planning to purchase One Piece, the TGC card, to get a God pack. Did that plan ever?
Well,
we've never gotten a God pack.
yeah, I've never gotten a God pack. We never hit in a manga either, so
we've never hit. We have 2 mangas, but
yeah,
we
buy individual packs like the booster packs and stuff like that.
The blister packs.
The blister packs, yeah, we buy a lot of those individually when they have them, and we've bought a few boxes of this here and there. But we've hit really good cards. Like we've made our money back on a lot of it. As far as what the value of the cards are.
Yeah, we've gotten fairly lucky, but
not always.
More so in the blister packs than the boosters.
Yeah, that one pack that you gave us, we got that good
the Luffy
card.
Yeah,
I heard that's almost like a 1 per case.
Yeah, yeah. I think they are. I think they're like 1 or 2. I think you get 1 or 2 of those per case or something like that. Yeah. So
I think you get one on that on the one that you pull, and the other one's supposed to be a manga or regular base card in a gold. So yeah, I think like 1 per case on that thing.
Yeah.
And I found out when you open up those packs, you look at the back side of the card, and if it shows all white,
right,
that's a God pack.
Okay. All right. Yeah, or if the first card's a manga card, then the rest of them are going to be the manga cards too and stuff. If you look at it from the front part,
Yeah.
The white ones are the Dons, though. On that particular cover, like those would all be mangas for that particular set.
Yeah.
The God packs are different depending on what set you get.
Oh, okay.
That PRB is the only one that had all the mangas, though.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, I saw one guy. He was, what's up, Kingdom Comic? What's up, Tito? If you want to join, you can. The link is in our IG group chat. But anyway, I was watching this guy open up a thing, and he showed one side. It was like a white background with light blue backing, and he's like, and he drops it. He puts the pack on the table, like, oh my god, I think we got it. He opened it, and it was the God pack of all the I don't know if it was a manga, but it was all alternate art. Yeah. And I heard those things can sell for like thousands of dollars. So good luck to him. But
yeah.
He said, thanks, Bunny, with the fam right now. Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, if you want to, you can join. If not, totally understand. I'm glad, Tito, that you got you made it safely after being kidnapped. Last night. Did you see the image that he sent out? He got.
Yeah, I thought that was is it Daryl?
No.
Yeah, he's got freaking issues.
Yeah.
Oh, is that who sent it? I thought it was Tito that sent it.
I don't know. It could easily be any of us, though. Really.
Yeah.
Anyway, somebody sent this image of him behind a van, and I'm glad that if it was you, Tito, I'm glad that you're back with your family again. So yeah, comic book collecting can be very dangerous, guys. Yeah. So don't be sucked into it like kids getting a lollipop. You're like, you want some candies, and boom. So let's go back into FOC. Almost there, guys. So this is Joe Jusko's Savage Sword of Conan. Here's this Capcom variant of Hulk, and not a big favor of this comic books.
I kind of like them. They're okay.
Which ones?
I like the Hulk.
Oh, that's okay.
This one here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
the
kind of
face, I don't know. Don't this kind of give you like a Frank Miller vibe
it
on
does
the
a little bit actually. Yeah.
yeah,
Now that you
no
mention it,
lips.
it does. Yeah.
I kind of like the Gambit.
He did a art on a lot of those Marvel cards, didn't he? Joe Jusko?
Yeah, the Marvel masterpiece. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
yeah.
Yeah. But I think this was done by someone else. But this one here is
Yeah.
done by Joe Jusko.
Joe Jusko. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, yeah. Beating. Yeah, he biting that neck of that crow there. Very savage of him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go down to G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, Beachhead, the Silent Edition, 1 out of 25. Not a big fan of that cover. Here, I don't know. You guys tell me. I don't mind, facsimile covers, but now they're doing with foil, virgin, 1 out of 25, and thing. I mean, it sells, so I mean, kudos to them. But I think it's just
Yeah, I got that. I got the real copy of that GI Joe one from when I was a kid growing up, collecting comic books and stuff. And
Some high grade.
yeah, it's in it's in bad grade. It's probably like a 6.0 or something. Yeah, I read the crap out of those books, man.
Here we go again. 1 out of 100 virgin cover of Predator versus Spider-Man. Seems like Predator has been beefing with a lot of the people from Marvels and also along with DC. At least he had it. So this is Paulo Siqueira. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a decent cover. We got Something is the Killing the Children, issue number 41, Tula Lote. I love her art. I think she did a really good job here. I like the way that she does her faces. It's very innocent looking in a way. I like the color palette that she used on this. So this is a cover buy for me if I have. We got Star Wars Jedi Knights issue number 2, 1 out of 100 by Turkin Clark. I think this type of cover has been done before, but it's Jedi is Yoda now. I think that's pretty much it for this coming week book. And did you see this one here, Poison Ivy?
Oh,
I like that.
That's pretty.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like the details.
that's a cool, very detailed. Yeah,
She almost looks like she's wearing one of those like hats like
Yeah.
they do in the UK.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, this is a Poison Ivy 32 cover C by Q Young
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
nice.
by Marcio Takara art cover interior by Willow Wilson. But yeah, actually Poison Ivy has been coming up with some really great covers. And here's another one of that Marvel television. Have you guys been watching Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus?
No, I
We
think we're going to
haven't
start
yet.
soon. Yeah, I might wait for another couple of episodes to come out before I start watching it. But I heard it was pretty good.
I heard it was pretty good too. I haven't been watching it.
Yeah.
But I think once everything come out, I think I will just binge watch all at
That's
once.
what I like doing
Yeah.
too. I'll probably have to watch it sooner than that because of her. But
Oh, I'm excited for it.
yeah,
Like,
but I like waiting until stuff's over. I don't want to wait week to week to see what happens next.
Yeah, so
That makes
here's
sense.
the Archie and Friends Level Up,
That's cool.
Man. Yeah, and here's Puppeteer Lee on Absolute Superman issue number 6. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that is it, guys, for that FOC for this week. And like I said, go check out Cover Price for you guys thing, and just you can sign up for free. If not, go to Economics and Comics if you want to see all of you guys whatever's coming up on April 30th. So there's some really great things. And end of this month, March 26th, will be a Batman 158. The Hush series on part 2 will be coming up. I'm looking forward to it. So you guys want to do something fun?
Sure.
sure.
I don't know if it might be fun or not, but I know Ron probably said, "Oh no, we're going to do this again." Well, Sticky Goose is back at it again.
Oh.
That didn't take long.
Yeah, it didn't take long. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is here. You remember? I'm not going to show you the whole clip, but the thing is that Sticky Goose got rammed. Oh, talking about Sticky Goose. When I was at Emerald City Comic Con, I met with Golden Guru, Jeff.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because I was talking to one of the
Yeah.
retailers there, and I said, "Are you willing to buy a collection? It's pretty much 90% modern." He said, "Well, I have too many, but there's this one guy that might be interested." And he calls and he goes, "Hey, Jeff, come. Hey, this guy is selling his collection. Would you be interested?" I said, and I looked at him. I'm like, he looks familiar, but I don't know. But he goes, "Hey." So we were talking. He's like, "Hey, yeah, send me your videos and the books that you want to sell, and we can work out a deal." I said, "Okay. What's your? Hey, I have an account in Instagram." We go, "Oh, me too. Hey, what do you go by?" "Oh, David SNMC." What he says, right now, not all brown folks are the same. That was issues. Oh, so it was his freaking issue. Okay. Um, they say he waited to this. Yeah. So anyway, so he said, "Yeah, I have also." He's like, "Oh, so what do you go by?" I said, Golden Guru." Like, Golden Guru, Golden Guru. And he goes, "Yeah, it's my friend Tom." So Comic Tom was in the back with his girlfriend. I looked at him, and my mind just went to blank. Like, I wanted to say something, not to criticize him, but to give him a praise for bringing down Sticky Goose. But I
Yeah.
didn't know what to say, so I was just looking at him, and he looked at me, and he didn't look very happy because I think he noticed me, and I think he probably saw or heard that I don't like him. So he kind of went. He's like, I'm gonna go." So he walked away. I missed up the opportunity to say, "Hey, you're the one who brought down Sticky Goose." I wanted to say
Yeah.
that in my head, but just somehow it didn't come out. The and my time was lost. But anyway, Comic Tom, if you're watching this, kudos to you for bringing Sticky Goose. And talking about Sticky Goose, after that whole incident with Comic Tom, he said he was done with YouTube. He's selling his collection, right? And there was one episode where he's saying that comic capsule, a product that you put your comic book in to display, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to protect your comic. And anyway, so he bought like 60 of them. He posted on his wall. And when he was selling his collection and so on, so he was bitching about how that product ruined his wall. And now he has to go repaint it and blah, blah, blah. He was just bitching about it. So with that, the classic part is I'm going to show you his good friend, Jet Mint Comics. All right. Trashed him. Oh, no, that's not it. That's
That's
his.
not them.
That's not him. What else? Gee, where are you? Jet Mint, trash means. Jet Mint. Oh, there we go. So here it's titled.
Oh man, wait a minute.
So this is the comic capsule that Jim Mint Collectibles put on his wall on his Kevin Eastman sketch, autograph, whatever. So this is the comment he made after what Sticky Goose has bitched about how this product had ruined his wall.
Got some comic capsules. These have been up for a few months, man. Don't tell me. Oh, okay. Looks pretty good. I don't really see anything there. But let's take a look at this one. Do I see a little bit of shadowing? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Shout out to Kevin Eastman, man. Got the sign personalized.
All right, so that was his thing to kind of poke at Sticky Goose, like saying, "Hey, it could be you, not the product, right?"
Yeah.
And here is Sticky Goose coming back with whatchamacallit. All right, so this is him.
Directed at your boy.
Guest room. This is a bathroom that has a door to the guest room as well. And Oh man, wait a minute. Got some comic capsules. Oh, okay. Do I see a little bit of shadowing? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Shout out to Kevin Eastman, man. Got the sign personalized to
I
the
hope I don't
gentleman.
get strike for using.
So it looks like Jim Mint had a couple comic capsules up on his wall. Pretty nice, right? And he decides to take a little sneak this, take a little pot shots at your boy without saying my name or saying what the situation. A couple people in the comments realized what this was, and lo and behold, behind one of the capsules on his wall, there was the outline of the staining that was created from mine. If you're not aware, one of the big falling out.
Did we see any outlines?
I didn't see
I
anything.
didn't see any. No.
I didn't see it. Maybe the only dentistry people could see it because I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't know what this guy is talking about. Anyway,
Of my channel has been this comic capsule fiasco where many of the viewers and many of the members of the great comic book community decided to basically crucify me on the fact that I used a product and it destroyed my wall. How dare me,
yeah, how dare you? So he said he was done, but it seems like he's not done. He's been putting out videos after videos, like how somebody reached out to him, said, please shield bid this certain comic book for him, and it's like it's back to himself again. And the to me is, if you say you're done, be done.
Most people who make these announcements or these videos saying they're done, I don't know. I just feel like they do it for attention. Like if you're really done, like just don't post. Like you don't need to make it this whole show of it. But
to me, it's like if you say you're done. To me, when I say I'm done collecting, it's like I'm keeping 120, so I'm not completely done, but I'm done as in to a point where I just need to settle things down. But that's not going to stop me from buying maybe 5 years from now, right? But when I say I'm done with YouTube, I'm done. I'm done collecting. I sold all my collection, so and so. It damaged my books. And no, I'm not going to. And now he comes back again. And of course, people are going to love his drama. People are going to love it. But to me is, what a wuss. What a wuss.
I kind of feel bad for him just because I feel like he got into the hobby at like the worst possible time. And I just think it took his toll on him. Like, I feel bad for anyone who started collecting then. Like their experience collecting is going to be way different than, like ours or anyone who's.
Yeah, he got into the wrong time and made some, not listening to maybe some of the wrong stuff or the wrong things and kind of went with that because, he wasn't really familiar with it yet and kind of, he did that one video where I think he lost like
half the value.
Half the value of his books or something. I was like, man, that's not good,
But you can't blame. I mean, you can't feel sorry for a person who got into collecting at the wrong time. I mean, what is a right and a wrong time? Yeah. It's just to figure out how the market has been manipulated during the whole COVID time. I mean, we could have sold all of our books at the time and came in, but
but you could still feel empathy for someone like.
But I mean, it's also kind of like whether you get into it at the wrong time or the right time, you still have to make the right decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you get into it with the wrong time.
It's not just that, but it's like our experience collecting, if you started pre-pandemic, is going to be completely different from someone who jumped in either right before or during. Like,
no, that
doesn't mean like
there's no empathy for me when it comes to this particular channel, this person, because he made a mock of he mocked the community by criticizing them for how they collect, criticizing for them for the type of channel or the content they have created, and now he bitches about, Jet Min and Comic Tom told me to buy this book, so I bought it. Like, come on. And I don't feel bad for this guy. I mean,
he kind of invited it onto himself, I suppose, with some of the videos and stuff like that, and not sure what his overall intentions were with it all. But
Yeah.
I think he was just kind of trying to
Some
get
of the
content
videos
and-
seem
yeah.
like he was just someone who's trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Like,
but his videos that weren't doing that though, like when he was just talking about his collecting stuff, seemed like it was somebody that was really just trying to figure out what he wants to collect and stuff. But those weren't the ones where he was like talking about people and doing all that kind of stuff. Just like a straight up comic videos, those were different, of course. But yeah, the stuff that's kind of happening now,
But
like
yeah.
with the Comic Com stuff and everything, that's kind of stuff I suppose he, and
I
invited
mean, I
onto
don't
him.
feel bad for the guy. I mean, we all lose money in collecting. I mean, I lost a lot of money and made some money, but until you sell that collection, you can't really say you lost or won, right?
Yeah, I would say I think we were just very fortunate to, like, before the big Marvel boom and all that kind of stuff, we collected a lot of our major grails and keys prior to that happening. So we just got right in before that and just beat things to the punch, like not even knowingly really. It's just like, and we paid whatever the market price was. So if that didn't happen, who knows? I mean, we could still say, well, I mean,
we got some deals on some things.
Yeah, we
but
got deals on some stuff. Yeah, we still get deals on stuff every once in a while, but it's a lot harder to do that now, But back then it was like, gosh, there's so much, some of those books that were like, maybe a couple thousand back then, or like 12,000 now and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot more expensive for some of those
who
brands.
knew? I mean, we collected comic book for the sake of for the hobby, right?
Right.
Now a lot of people are doing it for the sake of the monetary value,
Right.
which I kind of leaned forward to as well when it first started. And Andy Rivera has said, I don't feel bad for him either. He's been collecting ever since '77. He collected for the love of comic, not just solely for the financial gain.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's why a lot of people collect is, because they love it. You could collect anything. You could put your money anywhere. But
I would say if you don't love it, then you're making,
a big mistake.
It's a mistake. Yeah, you gotta love it because, like, it's a roller coaster, man. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. The whole damn thing might completely crash. You know what I mean? Like my books, our books might like drop down to nothing right now. Like, amazing. That could happen to Amazing Fantasy 15 or anything. Like, that
you've seen it rise, you've seen it fall. Like,
it could.
If it could happen to Amazing Fantasy 15, it could happen to anything, right?
If our economy goes shut, then those books won't be worth squat, man.
And we're at the point where the whole United States is on recession, regardless you want to deny it or not. But we're in recession right now.
Yeah,
and
it could get much worse before it gets better. If it gets better at all, who knows?
So, Ron, I don't know if you've been listening to us for the past half an hour before you got on, but we're talking about how Sticky Goose has said he's quit and he's not, and how he lost a half of what he had invested on his comic books. What's your thought? Do you collect comic book for the solely of the book, or did you collect for the solely for monetary value?
A little of both, but mostly for collecting. I mean, I never thought of it as an investment.
Yeah.
Because the hotness of the book kind of is very temporary.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to get in and get out at certain times. You got to know what you're doing, but that wasn't something that I was doing. I haven't sold any of my books. I still have them all.
See, so Ron's collection of his Black Widow book could rise double if they decide to bring back Black Widow back into MCU or use that line. But anything can happen. To me, is that when I started collecting, like I said, I did for the solely of reading the book and enjoying a good read, and realized that the money that I'm putting into or what I can get out of it, I realized that the minus and plus have become a negative. So I decided to collect for something that I really enjoy, which is the art, along with rarity of the comic book in a modern comic book. For you, Hazel Dan, you guys are pretty much all over. I think you guys, made the right purchase at the right time. Thank God for your AF-15s and all your Archies and your Golden Age comic books. So, do I feel bad for Sticky Goose for getting in at the wrong time? No, because one, he's a grown ass man that makes decent money. So what? He lose. Nobody will feel bad for him. like I said, I think Yvonne said, I think he just uses that the root to get more attention, to get more empathy out of people. But if you're being a dick,
I don't think so. Like, you've seen the stuff he picked up and when. Like,
Yeah.
it was not at the.
It was at the wrong time, man. Totally. Yeah, it's. Yeah.
I think he was actually really transparent in those videos, like where he was talking about the
Yeah.
value to his collection. Like,
Yeah, he made a lot of.
Well, the last video I saw it was titled "Books That Never Sell at a Convention,"
Mhm.
yeah,
and he was showing off a lot of cool slabs. They weren't all 9/8, but they were still, pretty good collectibles.
Yeah.
And I
think
noticed that
he had a book
the comment section was turned off, and I was
he
wondering.
he turns off all his video with comments off. So
Oh, that's a recent thing, huh?
yeah, it's a recent thing.
Okay, so I don't know what his goal is now. I mean, I don't think he's seeking attention. I think he's just sharing what he has, right? What he's just showing off his collection.
No, he's
No?
he's bitching about this and that and all the things that he's going
Oh, I
through.
didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I've got to go watch further because I only watched that one video and I didn't look
Was
at
it an
anything
older
else.
video?
no,
The wrong
he's-
video.
Yeah, his recent videos, all of his comments are turned off. But yeah, I thought it was funny that how his boy Jim Mint made a poke at him, and he comes out and he start bitching about, oh my boy, and made a. It's just, to me, it's like, come on, get over it, bro. You make enough money.
And I don't know that it even really
Well,
bothers him. I think it just gave him a reason to make a video about it.
it
more-
probably bothered him some
It might have
because
bothered
I
him a
think
little
the
bit, yeah.
comment capsule thing bothered him. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's to a point where he said he needed to paint the whole room, the whole section again. Like, to me, it's like, no, you don't need to paint it. You can just grab some Windex and just wipe over those dust, and But anyway,
Get some clean.
yeah. Well, by looking at his collection and what he does to his collection, he's a bit of an OCD himself. So everything has to be kind of uniform. Everything has to be in a certain way, So, but
Well,
hey,
isn't that all of us kind of? I mean,
in certain degree,
we're all like that.
not exactly.
No.
Like
I don't know
stacks
about-
of comics all around
Yeah,
us.
crap. Like when it's tiny, it looks good.
Yeah.
But when it's not,
In between is like stacks, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Trust me. It only looks good from here, but everything beyond this point, it's all
Yeah.
it's all
Pretty
crap.
much, yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
there's
we got
no
all-
OCDs happening on this channel here. Yeah.
We got an old broke TV over here to the left. Like it's just sitting on the floor. I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
make
one of those
this
two
more
TVs. Yeah.
Well, I had it in here for like my VHS tapes, but
Yeah, but
it
that's-
broke, and now it's like
Can't pick it up without it falling
Eh.
apart.
Nobody can see it.
Yeah,
yeah.
right. So yeah, this
Well,
looks nice back here.
Yeah. No, it looks great. It looks great.
Well, since you brought it up, David, do you watch Jim Mint's videos? Because I don't watch it all the time, but every now and then I'll look at something that he posts. But generally, I don't watch him.
I don't watch him regularly, but I do. If his name pops up or if there's a drama happening, I'll go see it. And I noticed that he went back to his old, showing, omnibus and statues again. So he's doing what made him who he is. So I'm glad to see that instead of trying to sell, some stupid whatnot. He doesn't really promote whatnot anymore because he's not paid for whatnot. But he's back to himself again, showing statues and omnibus.
Yeah. What do you think of the way he collects? I mean, to me, it's almost like Don the Comic Junkie. He is collecting so much stuff, and I'm wondering how much room he has left. You know what I mean?
Well, out of the 5-bedroom house that he has purchased, I'm sure he has enough. I would
Okay.
say he has more room than what Don the Comic Book Junkie has in his home. But I gotta say it, his statue, his omnibus collection is far out the best I have seen. comic book junkie. You look at all you see is damn long boxes. There's no showcases of certain books
Right.
that but it's just long boxes. You're like,
It's just a room full of like stacked up comic book boxes.
yeah, it's like,
yeah.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he
I guess that's what
yeah.
I guess that's what he likes and what he the way he does it. But it'd be nice to see like some posters on the wall or to see something to kind of like something to kind of give it a little bit of flair or something. But
I think he has posters.
does he?
I don't
Well,
know.
I've never seen a Gem Mint
yeah.
video where he does
Wouldn't
a
think
room
about-
tour. Does,
Oh, he did some room tour when he moved
does he
into his 1 acre house.
Oh, so he has a large
is a true
house.
like collector, like
Yeah.
not just comics, but like I've seen like some of the videos of his movie collection that he got. Like I don't know. He's got a lot of movies
Yeah.
that he collected in a short amount of time. Like I think he just
Are you talking about Gem Mint or Don the Comic Book Junkie?
Don the comic book
junkie.
yeah.
Yeah, he does
I
the
don't
horror
watch
genre stuff. Yeah.
No, we haven't watched Jim in quite a while or Comic Tom or anything. We used to watch that stuff quite a bit years ago or whatever. Not like the top 10. He had like Golden Guru or whatever on there, and he had like these amazing books. Like, man, the dude has good books. Yeah, but he told us one story about Golden Age Guru. He told us one story about how he went to like some comic book convention and he found a PGX Hulk #1 on the wall. And I want to say, what did he pay, like $10,000 for it or something? Or,
Yeah,
I think
there's
like
one that he ended up like getting cracked and graded, and I think it came back
a 7.0 or something.
higher.
Like
Yeah,
it was like I think he bought it like at a 6.0 PGX, and I think he got up for like
7.0 or something.
Yeah,
and after pressing,
it, like that, came back like a 7.0 or 7.5, and like probably tripled his money, quadrupled his money on it or whatever. I wouldn't, if he even bought it to sell or whatever, but
no, I'm sure he did.
he probably did. Yeah. Yeah, but man, I was like, wow, I'd buy a PGX and they come back like
We did buy
We
PGX
did buy
and it came
PGX
back
and it
without
came
a
back
coupon.
without a
Like,
coupon. It had a
yeah,
coupon.
Golden Age. That's
Yeah,
like, it's like a
He gets a
bump.
Hulk
Yeah.
#1 and he gets a great bump, Like, yeah. So,
I mean,
I'll never
there's
buy
some really great stories out there that you can find for deals. You buy something and you get it graded or do something, comes out, or maybe 4 grade bumps because some other grading company didn't know how to grade, But I can tell you this,
right? Yeah.
90% of the time is always going to be a miss,
Yeah.
And that's just part of collecting, though. You take your chances. You take your chances on the book, and then and you end up being great. I mean, there's a lot of books that I thought I made a good deal. I mean, I buy a book for $1, come back as a 9.8. It's been selling for like $1,500, $2,000. I'm trying to sell the damn thing. I get no bites on it, and like 2 weeks ago, the same book raw sold for $1,500. I'm like, you could have made me an offer for $1,500 on the same book on a 9.8. I probably would have sold it to you, but then you got a freaking raw, probably in a 9.2, 9.4. I don't know. Just and I wanted to talk about
Maybe
this.
it's a 9.9.
Yeah.
No, trust me, that book that was sold for $1,500 was no condition to be a 9.9. It has some very noticeable damages to the corner and the back corner. With that said, I realized that also raw comics are selling more than the graded comics.
Probably because they think they can restore it or press it out or whatever.
Press it out,
Yeah,
Get a better
yes.
grade on it.
Yeah. And there's some, I mean, it's not a major key, but I guess due to the covers or being a hot book, I noticed that certain 9.8 and a raw and a high grade almost selling at the same price.
Interesting.
I really do wonder if CBCS and CGC's business is going downhill. I'm curious if they have numbers out there to show how they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
CGC, wait, CGC is in the IPA, right? IPO. is not a it's not a private, it's a public
Oh,
entity, right?
really? I didn't know
I don't
that.
know.
I don't know.
I think so. I think.
Oh,
It's owned by that company that is owned by that rapper or something.
Yeah.
Black BlackRock.
BlackRock.
Black something.
BlackRock or Blackstone?
Blackstone. I think that was,
Okay, yeah.
and I think they're public domain. I think. Yeah, I don't think it not a public domain. What I'm saying, it's owned by the majority of shares is into the public. I don't think it's a privately owned.
Yeah.
But I don't know how if they will break it down. How, like if CGC, their mark,
I
if they're
think there's a website that tells you like how many books are graded. Like,
Yeah, it's I know there's been like a lot of videos out about how, you know, CGC or some other companies like messed up their grading and how they're doing this and they're, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know that that's really affecting their stuff or not. It hadn't affected us sending anything there, but we don't send a whole lot. We don't have a whole lot of books to send. You know, we'll send some every once in a while, but
no, we have some there now, but
yeah,
it was our first time.
but I still send
In
my
like a
stuff
year.
there. Yeah, and
Oh yeah, by the way,
Yes.
congratulations on you guys 9/9s.
Oh, thanks.
yes, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, very proud of that.
So do you have a video up showing 9
Yeah.
nines?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
check it out.
Yeah,
And I think well, let me see, because there was one guy. There's an issue with JSA Authentic with CGC where there was ASM 252 that got signed by Stanley, but had a smudge, and they still came out as a 9/8, and it
yeah,
got authenticated that it was authentic Stanley signature.
yeah.
So-
There's like 10 of them or something, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was a 9.9 newsstand collectibles on an Instagram. He does. I tell you, this guy when he does research, he does his research. I mean, what he did was he got the authentication number or that, I guess you would say CGC case number, and he went down as a numeric order. So if the last number was 1, he went 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on in the same sequence of numbers, and found out that it was one submission of total of probably about 7 to 8 books, all signed by Stan Lee. And I think out of that there was 3 or 4 copies of 252 ASM 252, and all was part of the JSA authentication with CGC, and all came back being authentic Stan Lee, and all those books were smudged.
The signatures
Oh,
were, yeah.
Yeah, the
You mean
signature.
the signature is smudged or?
yeah. It was like they
Yeah.
wrote on with like a black marker, and then like you know how when it
But I do
smudges
think
and it
those are
smears?
legit. Like,
It looks smeared, yeah, but it's so
I understand it looks,
it looks bad.
It like
Okay,
looks
so-
blobby.
but
Yeah.
I don't think that
No,
anyone
it's
like
so
forged the
he wrote it,
signatures.
like, if you get the marker and you write something there, and then you kind of go like that, and
It's like they were mishandled
and it's like they
and
were
the
mishandled, and it
Sharpie,
smeared,
like,
so there's this
smeared.
big giant blur smidge of black ink going down the bottom of it. It's kinda- yeah, it
and all
looks
the books
bad.
are like 9/8s and 9/6s, like they're high
Yeah.
grade.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
it's got
let
those
me.
smeared signatures on
I
it,
would
but,
I would knock it down a
big
couple of
smears, dude,
grades.
not like a little smear down at the bottom. Like, yeah, I would think that it would affect the grade too, but I guess
Because they
not.
don't,
They don't grade the signature, I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah, so
I mean, they do grade the signature separate if you
yeah,
pay for it, but
yeah.
I'm looking at here. Oh, here it is. So let me. All right, so 9.9 newsstand. Don't strike me for using your posting your name, but
I got a question actually about that. So let's say I had a book that was like 9/8 grade, right? It was a legitimate 9/8, and if I wrote my name on it and sent it in to get it CGC'd, would it still come back in a 9/8?
are you that popular to a
I mean,
point
I'm
where
not saying that, but what I'm saying is, if like I write my name on it, I'm nobody. I'm not, you know, and I send it in. Will I still get a 9/8 on a 9/8 book if I write my name on it?
no,
no?
So
that's writing.
right, but so is Stanley's. So is somebody's signature. It's still writing on
It's
a
a
book.
signature. It's
It's a
different.
signature, but it's still writing on a book.
Doesn't it come back a different color
different.
label? Isn't
Do
it a
what?
green label?
Yeah,
No.
It's not
has a black-
authenticated.
has a black border.
They don't
with
do
yellow
green
label.
labels for signatures anymore.
They used
No.
to, yeah. But
Oh,
now they just
okay.
say name
Now it's
written
either
on.
blue if it's not verified, or black
Yeah.
and yellow if it is
So if
verified.
it's not verified, will the grade go down?
Okay.
I don't know. I think it
Okay,
will.
Like if Stanley writes
Joe.
Stanley's name is on a book and you send it in and it's not authenticated, could that book still be like a 9.8 or would it be like a
I don't know. Maybe that's considered
Yeah.
writing. I don't know.
So let's say you do have a 9.8 CGC book that you submitted, right?
Mhm.
And you okay, let's say you got a 9.8, but you cracked it open to put your signature in, right? Is that what you're saying? And you submit it back to CGC to get authenticated?
He's just making a point that like he's not Stanley. Like
yeah, like you write your name on a book and it's not going to come back in a 9.8, but you write Stan Lee's name on a book and it comes back in a 9.8.
No, I think to a point where the book condition of the book itself is going to be graded as a 9.8.
Yeah,
The signature has to be authenticated to a point where if your signature is in their database, then they will authenticate it. But if your signature is not on their database, then mean they can't authenticate it because they don't know your signature because it's not in the database. So I'm assuming that they don't have everybody's signature, just some of the market or the collectibles signature that is sought after. I know that GSA does a lot of like up and coming like sports, like baseball, football, hockey, whatever prospect they have, they'll have them sign and in a computer to a point where their movement and their line and their this is in their database to a point where if anyone come with their autograph, they can authenticate it by the line and how it's been done. But I don't think when it comes to you and me, I don't think they would have done that. But they probably would reject your authentication because they probably won't. But your book being 9.8, you probably will need to resubmit that book to get 9.8 again.
yeah.
But anyway, okay, so this is it. All right. So 9.9 newsstand came out with, he said, look, I'll be the first to admit that I'm not a very trusting person, and that's why I'm just presenting you what I found to be strange rather than alarming. Right? Let's block. All right. So here, Amazing Spider-Man 252, Stanley authenticated autograph. On my comic shop, it's been posted for $4,300, but if you look at the signature here, it's all smudged. You can barely see the damn signature. It's ruined.
That's terrible.
Okay, would you buy this for $4,300?
No,
right?
I wouldn't buy that.
I think Stanley, without the smudge, before his time, his signature looked worse than what it looks now. So, and there's this 9.6 again for 2,400, also being authenticated, saying that this is Stan Lee, almost the same type of smudge. All right, so here's another one here. Here's a closer look. This is the 9.8 version, 9.6, completely messed. So I'm assuming as soon as Stanley signed it, his hand was still on the signature, and whoever the person just took the book from him and they got smudged. I'm assuming this is what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he said all 10 books, ASM 252, 8 of them 9.8, 2 of them 9.6, all signed by Stan Lee, same location, all got authenticated by JSA. He said, what the fuck? How? Well, like I said, he did his research and went down the numeric order, and all of them was all Stanley's signature with all smudges.
So that's being sold by my comic shop?
Yeah.
2 of those were.
Of them,
also, hi, comic fan.
You know? 2 of them were.
2 of them were listed by Comic Shop, not all 10.
Yeah. But
He
said,
does
"Wait."
mention that in one of the other
I'm
screens.
asking, how does something like this happen? 1 or 2 smudges book, sure, but would you realize that what is that, smuggling
Smudging.
Smudging.
them and not continue to do the same exact thing to the other 8? But wait, there's more. The submitter opted to pay the additional cost of having the signature themselves graded. That's an add-on service.
That's
Obviously.
stupid.
Yeah,
That's
so
a waste of time.
so the signature on these got 3, not a 10 or 9 or 8, got 3. So they can actually
It's
grade.
ridiculous. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah, there is. And when it comes to sports card, you can, if it's autographed, you can get it. You pay extra for them to grade the signature.
So wait a minute now. If the person signing has sloppy penmanship, you knock them down a couple grades.
Well, you
I
still
think
get
it's
the
just
grade of the
like-
book. So they grade the book and the signature. So the signature is like a
It's like they
30
grade the signature as to how
good it is,
yeah.
or how good a book.
Oh,
And if they have
Yeah.
sloppy signing and it's always that way, I'm sure it's
You have that curve of like, that's how the guy signed.
Yeah.
So this is a 10 or this is an 8 or whatever. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Versus like, I wonder if you get a T McFarlane, if they downgrade you versus a
Yeah.
Todd. Like,
Yeah.
So a good example of that would be, please,
Oh,
let me
man.
just show you something here. Well, here. So it will tell you the grade. Well, this is Beckett, but I don't know if PSA does it, but I know that Beckett does it, and you get a grade of the card along with they'll grade the autograph in total. They call it the subgrade. I mean, they'll call it the subgrade, whatever. But it is very normal within the sports collection. But I didn't really thought that JSA would. I didn't know CGC would do such a thing like this. But this is my first time knowing about that they would grade a signature on a comic book, which, like I said, this one got a 3 because of the smudge.
How did it even get a 3 if they're grading that? That's like a 0.5.
I don't know. I don't know.
well, I'm
Zero-
sure they have like
0.0.
points that they
Yeah.
like maybe
0.5.
reference. I don't know. Like
Yeah, that's
All right. So this is the point. He said, if this
It's a
were a
huge-
camp, would you be motivated? Motivation being, is there enough profit for premium on a Stanley signature to make orchestrating something like this worthwhile? It said that 52 ASM 52 currently being one of them, Stanley signature comes a very big premium. Yes, it does, especially if it's a Mark Jeweler or whatever. Blue label on the newsstand currently is about $1,300 to $1,500. Stanley's signature in the 9.8 stand was sold for average about 35 to 65.
yeah, that's if the signature is legible, though.
that's what I would think.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
But-
think this is a scam because I don't think you would risk that if it's like a $1,500 book. Why would you do that and smear the signature? You're not going to get that premium on that because of the signature. Like
Yeah.
someone's
well,
not going to pay you a premium on that.
I don't think it's a scam, but I think
No.
the question that is being raised is that why one if okay, let me rephrase it. If you guys ever had a signature of Stanley or whoever your favorite artist or the creator is, and it's just somehow it got smudged like how he did on the Stanley one, would you get it graded?
If it's, I mean, yeah,
I guess if it's a
probably. Yeah.
$5,000 book, I
If it's
guess
a
I would.
9.8 and it's like,
Yeah, if it's a $4,000 9.8, I guess I would, but
yeah,
I certainly wouldn't want to keep it.
I wouldn't get the signature graded, but I wouldn't get the
Yeah.
signature graded regardless
imagine-
because that's a
Can you imagine giving them like 8 books of that quality, and then every single one of those, like you sign them and they all get smeared like that? Like, oh, that would just make my heart sink, man.
And
Yeah, the book is really ruined when the signature
it
gets.
is, yes, it's a ruined book. It's a damaged
ruined.
book.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think that
Yeah.
book is damaged.
Right. From the collector point of view,
Right.
it's decreased the quality of it because really the
Why is
signature.
that one sold for 4,000 something though?
No, it hadn't sold.
Oh, it
It's
had sold
listed.
listed for that.
Okay.
Okay.
So the guy
Okay.
is posing this as a question, like, is this a scam?
Okay.
And his other thing is that, hey, my comic shop is doing that, so that's fairly anonymous. So he's kind of saying, like, you can kind of maybe get away with it. So is this also another layer as to
Yeah.
why this might be some shadiness? But I just don't think
it's
that
shady
that
or
is.
scam. I just don't see
Yeah.
anybody paying that.
Yeah, if you got to Stanley signings, it's
Yeah.
kind of like an assembly line thing, go one after another, one after another. But if you do stacks and they sign it and they stack it on each other afterwards,
Yeah,
of
they're
course
gonna-
it's going to get
Right.
smudged.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's probably
So-
just like improper handling. These books were
Yeah.
also signed at a time when that book didn't have much value. They're probably tucked
It's
away,
improper-
and then
Proper
now that
handling.
they're
is
offering this
also-
verification.
Yeah, it's improper handling, and also Stan was not signing very well at that time. He's already old, very old.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
talk about Stan Lee. Did you guys watch the documentary?
I don't want to watch that.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I don't
I hope he goes to jail.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't want to see because I'm gonna hope the guy goes to jail and he doesn't. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's painful to watch. I saw him I'd say, man, I probably saw him about a month before he passed away. Maybe was it about a month away from that, or was it a couple months, or within a year, or what?
Probably about a year.
Within a
maybe.
year, okay, yeah, it was within a year or whatever. But it was but I could just tell, like at the QA, and he
I think
just
because we'd been seeing him at conventions
Yeah.
for the last maybe like 10 years, and you got to see like some of the decline, like
Yeah.
he wasn't
Mhm.
hearing
I'm-
some of the questions as well.
couldn't
or
answer very well. And Tom
responding.
McFarlane was in the QA with him, and he had to kind of re-say things and tell them what they said, and
That was kind of fairly earlier on too.
yeah, and it was kind of sad, and I could tell. I was like, man, that's I don't know how
Yeah,
much
I'm
longer.
glad I did see that because the two times that I did see him, he was still pretty
Yeah.
sharp. His
Yeah.
hearing was still pretty good. I mean, I would not have wanted to see him on his decline. That would
It
have
was
been hard
sad
to
to me,
see.
yeah, because I don't know. I just when I grew up, I collected some of those Silver Age, X-Men books and stuff when I was growing up as a kid, and I'd always, I just love Stanley, man. I've always loved Stanley, and just an important part of my life. I was just heartbroken when he passed away, man.
I don't think the one with McFarlane was.
Was it one? Okay,
It was some of the ones after that.
Okay, yeah. It was. We've seen it like 3 or 4 times, so it's kind of like one of those.
That's what I'm saying. Like the earlier on, he was a lot more spry, like
Yeah,
funny, witty. He could understand the questions.
and we always.
Yeah. No. This document is probably towards his end of his his con years, and also, but it's kind of to me when I saw it is like, God, how could you do this to
A person, yeah,
not a person in general, but a senior citizen,
and an icon.
an icon, is and the remarks that the facilitator, this manager, has said is like, there was one point where Stanley was saying, "Oh man, you want to make the most, you're gonna just drain all penny." Stanley made a remark like, "You are making the most money off of me," and the guy came up to say, I'm getting every penny out of you."
It's sad, man.
Well,
Yeah.
it's unlikely that he broke any law unless they can prove that there was some sort of.
Well, it's documented. It's
I mean,
been documented to the point where how he's been treated, what he's been through, what the facilitator has said and put him through, and it's sad to see, but I think I'm glad that I saw it because I hope this guy who managed Stanley in his in his final years of his con and signing, that this guy has broke all humanitarian law.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I would like to think that Stanley was still enjoying meeting like the fans
Oh no,
to an extent, like
he was you know when there's a photo op, right? People will come and take a photo of you. He was actually sleeping.
That's too
And
bad.
he told the facilitator that he was tired. Can you get a break? And he said, "Nope. You're gonna go through this. You." I'm telling you, it saddens to a point where the icon like this has been. But at the point that I'm glad I've seen it, and I hope whoever was managing, facilitating it, I hope they all fucking burn in hell because. No, because seriously, money is money, but to a point where you're 80 something years old and
You're hurting,
you
another human
tired,
being. It's
you
only
give them
people.
a break. Yeah, you give
Yeah.
them a break. You know,
Yeah. Unfortunately, people exploit people and don't really go to jail for it. It just happens all the time.
I know.
And I think the person getting exploited needs to just be careful.
well, I think there was a lawsuit out there done by Family Stanley Foundation or something that is putting a civil lawsuit against this facilitator or the manager for.
Didn't his daughter do something like that too, or try to? Or
I
was it
think
something?
so. I don't
I
know.
don't remember. I don't know. Maybe.
By the way, David, did you
That
talk
no one
already?
stood up and like advocated for him, like
Yeah, that's unfortunate. No
and
one
that's
fought for
fine,
him.
whatever after the fact, but
Should have happened.
Yeah.
Like there should have been somebody
It
looking.
shouldn't happen. It shouldn't. I mean,
like why didn't someone do something then? Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, it's like telling my mom, you still gotta work. You still breathing. You can stand. Go to work. It's like
That's
me.
terrible.
Yeah, it's like me telling out of her will to take her to my gas station and tell her to work. And I'm telling her I'm getting every penny out of you.
Yeah.
I just put myself in that situation where am I gonna do this to a senior citizen if somebody say they're tired, if they're in their mid 80s, give them a break. Cancel if you need to. Go to CDC and have them sign. There's other method of them getting a Stanley signature, but it was set. Yeah, there was a photo op, and Stanley's like this, and people were just coming taking pictures, and Stanley was just sleeping. It's. Do I recommend it for you guys all watch? It all depends on you guys' stomach. If you guys can handle it, don't watch it. If you can, if you want to watch how he's been, I said go watch it because it will open up a lot of eyes that what happens in the back door of Stanley. I think in general, I think when it comes to con, that shit like this happens to just people,
I think if the guy gets busted for something, I would watch that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't think I want to watch.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, David, did you talk about your Emerald City Comic Con thing already?
Yeah, I got a video out. It was a short, I think it was like 4-minute video.
So was it worth going to? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, there's a lot of artists this year. It seems like from 2021 to now, the con is alive again. It's back to where it was. I saw Meko Suyan. I saw your favorite your artist. Remember
director.
Chaz, what's her name? Chazuro.
Chrissy Zullo.
Yeah, Chrissy Zulu was there.
And art.
And there was I mean a lot of people. I didn't realize that all this like known artists was there, and I found out when I was making my rounds to make the video. I was just there to see two people, but later to find out that they were there, I'm like, God, I should have.
So did you go 1 day or 3 days, or what did you do?
Only on Saturday.
Oh, that's the busiest, man.
Yeah. All right, show it off, Vivon.
So you went and saw one of our favorite artists, and we got this piece from her, but we got it like secondhand.
Oh,
Rock Dylan.
Yeah, Radalyn.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know what? I gotta say, Radalyn. Applaud her for the art that she does within the hour or two that you give her to do.
The hour or two.
Because if you give her more time, if you submit your request, she'll put more work into it. But I mean, I was just blown away. I was just blown away. She did this within the hour and a half.
Huh. I'm sorry, what is her name again?
Rock Dylan.
Yeah, it's spelled Racha, Rachta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, no. She
Can you
did.
make yourself big?
Yeah, can you make yourself bigger? Can you like blow that up? Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
And I like the fact that she put the date
Mhm.
and Emerald City Comic Con, so kind of put that reference like when she did it, you know. Yeah, I mean, she does a lot of the TCG, cards, and I think her latest variant was from Zatanna, Zatanna issue number 1, the cover for it as well. But yeah, I'm my next wish list is that if J. Scott Campbell, if I ever get to meet J. Scott Campbell, I would want him to do a remark, a commission of Nezuko. I want to see how that's gonna come out. Yeah. So and also I met with Julie Draws. Her real name is Julie Vu. She did the card. She did the image for Locana. And she did one card that came out. It was called Sorcerer Spellbook on, I think it's called Born of the Floodborn, Rise of the Floodborn or something. So I gave her my card. You know what? Out of all the boxes that I opened, I only had that one card. I was surprised. So I'm glad that I
Is
had
it
it.
a chase or?
No, it's just a rare card. It's not even a foil. It's
Huh.
just a regular rare card. And so I gave it to her. So she did a little remark with Mickey Mouse the Sorcerer and some stars and things. So it's in CGC right now to getting it graded. And when I went to CGC, funny thing is like they're like, "Does this card worth a lot?" I'm like, "It's $1 card." And I said, "Oh, but you submitted as $100." It's like, "Yeah, because that's how much I paid. That's how much I'm paying to get it graded and to get the thing got remarked. That's why I'm putting it as a value of $100. Not the card itself is worth 100." It's like, and he goes, "So why?" He looked at me like, "Then why are you getting it graded?" And so I said, "This is just my personal card."
Yeah. So I'm just curious, David. Did you look at?
Don't judge me.
Yeah. Like, fucker. Like,
I'm just curious, David. Did you look at the wall books at the con? What did you
Oh,
think of the
yeah.
prices? Were they
just
reasonable or just sky high?
sky high?
Yeah.
Sky high.
I bet none of them sold.
Like I said, none of the graded comic book is being sold. A lot of the people that I see they're buying or making deals is all raw comics.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time where I would ask the dealers, the vendors, how they were doing. You know, and every now and then I could tell they were having a shitty day or not making a lot of sales. What did you think they were doing? Do you think they were making a lot of sales or?
Well, I asked three of the top, three of the biggest, I guess you would say, booth at Emerald City Comic Con.
Yeah.
Because I went there to ask them if they were interested in buying a collection. I got their card and everything, but I asked them, "So, how's the market? How are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
And by looking how other people are going through, there'll be most of the time before the pandemic, I see a lot of people pulling books. So there'll be like about 10 people within the booth, and they'll be pulling. You'll see comic books stacked up, pulling.
Right.
You know, now I only saw like maybe 2 people, and they have the biggest booth, and there are 2 people, and they're like hundreds and hundreds of like long boxes, and they're not even pulling; they're just looking.
Oh, they're just rifling through it.
They're just ruffling through. It's so
That's not a good sign.
no. So I asked them, "How you guys doing?" They
On a
said,
Saturday.
on a Saturday.
Yeah.
On a Saturday.
Yeah.
I did ask them like, "How you guys doing?" And there's like, no. They said they're doing more buys during the time they're here than selling.
Wow. That's not good.
That's even like the raw books and everything.
But that's also because like comic conventions are very little comic books. It's all like pop culture. And
Yeah, they're not
catering
drawing
to
the
like the
they're not drawing
celebrities
the right
and
crowd
the,
there either.
Yeah.
When they do the graded comic books
pops
are
and
so
t-shirts,
overpriced.
like-
Nobody's going to pay for that.
But like I said, there were more comic book seller this year. I think it doubled, almost tripled than what it was last year. So there's some local vendors that they made it, but there's I've seen more people out of state, not from Washington, from California. There was one guy that actually came from North Carolina, you know. So there's more out of state vendors that made to this Emerald City Comic Con than the previous year. And all of them saying the business is not as good, but it's an opportunity then for them to buy collection. So like 3 vendors that I talked to, they all said they have scheduled to meet up with people to buy their collections.
Wow, that's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign, but I guess it's a good for them to stack up where it's affordable now. So when it
Well, yeah, they can build up their inventory, but they're not going to have capital.
yeah,
That's a bad thing
yeah.
for them.
So even for me, I'm selling my collection, so it pretty much shows that a lot of people are selling their collections during this recession.
The Walking Jedi is selling a lot of
him
his collection too.
Jedi selling, yeah.
Is a lot of the books you're trying to sell right now, are they graded books or raw books?
It's all
Everything. Okay.
everything.
You should. Anytime I have like a big bulk of stuff I want to sell, or if I want to sell and I want to get quick money for it and all that stuff, I've had a lot of success selling stuff to Bryce Comics.
Yeah, so that is one. So once I get all my videos done, because I need to show each one book it is. So I'm planning to make a video so it's not like long, so it doesn't take too much of their it doesn't take too much megabytes or whatever. So I'm trying to do that and trying to speed it up to ×2. So probably within 30 seconds they get to see the whole box. But like I said, I'm going to process to a point where I need to narrow it down to 100 to 120 comic books. Then I'm just going to put on the sides. The rest of it, I'm just going to video and show books and send it to all these vendors that I talked to, and Bryce, and along with Golden Guru, and people that I reached out to, and hopefully they'll make a decent offer. I'm not asking much. I said, I'm willing to let go for maybe 65% of what it costs. And that's all I ask is make me a fair deal. Then I have a guy who does crating, so I can take it to him. He can put it all in a crate and ship it. But I'm not. That's part of the deal, is that I'm not going to pay for shipping. You are, So if you want my collection, you can. But shipping,
I mean, Brian pays for shipping.
Because sending 12
Those
to
are good books.
how much boxes I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. I got 14 boxes of short boxes of graded and raw comic book. So let's say if I need to ship that out, it's probably going to cost about $400 to $500 because of the weight. And a friend of mine who he owns a trading company, so he said he can give me a good deal, but the shipping, I have to tell him, you gonna pay for it when you receive it. I'm just gonna send it, you know. But I don't know. So if you're watching this, Golden Guru, videos coming, buddy. Bryce comic. Yeah. So I met Comic Tom. The guy, yeah, I must say, he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Which
no.
guy-
The thing is that he didn't have his hoodie, or he didn't have his beanie. He didn't have anything. Well, what he be? How we know him in YouTube, right?
Yeah.
He would have beanies and stuff. He didn't have
Right.
any of that. That's why I kind of looked at it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I have with my friend Tom." And looked at it.
But how was your interaction with him though? Was he? I don't know.
I
Was he?
stared at
friendly?
him. I'm sorry. I gave him that look. I think because he gave me that look. Like I gave him that look. Like this is the look I gave him.
Well, Jesus, David, what do you expect? I mean, if you're gonna
We
treat him
didn't
that
get the
way,
reenactment earlier.
Yeah.
oh, okay. I'll go watch
yeah.
it on the rewind. But
So I was talking to Guru guy Jeff. His name is Jeff. I was talking to him like, "Oh yeah, there's my friend Tom." And I'm like, and when I was looking at him in my mind, I was thinking, I gotta say something cool. I gotta say something cool. You know?
You
But I
blew it.
realized that
Blew your
I was
chance, man.
thinking and doing this because it was during the last like 10 minutes that I was there, so I was tired. You know, and like I said, you know, we've been going through my mom's symptom, and it was just a lot of things on my mind, and I just wanted to sell my collection. Yeah, I think I scared him off, but the thing is that he looked at me back, he stared me back, and the look that I got from him was like, "Oh, fucker, I know who you are. You talk shit about me." Like, but I wanted to say, like, "Hey, man, you're the guy who brought down Sticky Goose." I wanted to say something like that, but I just gave him that look, like this. That was it, and that was my interaction with Comic Tom. What a dickhead I am! I should have said like,
well, you lost an opportunity to meet a new friend.
"Hey, yeah, you know, I get."
mean, he's a fellow collector. That's how I would have regarded him. I mean, I don't watch his stuff, but generally when you meet people at con, you should be nice, David.
I didn't, Ron. I didn't say anything bad. It was just my facial expression was.
Yeah, but you gave him the look of
tired.
death.
I was thinking, but I guess I had that look like, fucker.
You didn't have to. Your face said it all.
You spoke with your face.
Hey, Comic Tom, if you're watching this, man, I'm sorry. I think you're handsome. You're a good-looking guy. And like I said, you're the guy who brought Sticky Goose down. So kudos to you. A lot of respect for you, buddy.
Wow.
And that whole facial expression thing was just me being caught up with other personal issues. It's not on you. Just getting that out there. All right. So
I wouldn't credit Comic Tom for bringing Sticky Goose down. I think Sticky Goose kind of did it to himself, you know.
it don't matter. He was that video, that live show. I got a lot more respect for Comic Tom than I ever did before, and the way he presented himself in that whole thing, I think he was just right on. He didn't do anything to, to bring down Sticky Goose, or he didn't do anything to bring down his channel. He did what he was, who he was, and I said thumbs up to Comic Tom. And like I said, he's a good-looking guy. I didn't know how good-looking he was until I saw him in person with that stare.
So David, if you were at a convention and you came across Sticky Goose, would you give him the same look?
I probably would. I probably would, and I probably would have said something like, "Hey, you're the guy who Comic Tom brought you down." But that's
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
I probably would be staring at him like this.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know why I did what I did. And like I said, I
think you were just trying to process what was happening, or that say to him.
Maybe I was starstruck by seeing Comic Tom, and later to find out the guy I was talking to is Comic Guru. freaking influence of the YouTube, you know?
I mean, Comic Guru is cooler than Comic Tom. Like,
Yeah. But like I said, Comic Tom, God, handsome guy, really good looking guy.
Anyway, have you been keeping up with Daredevil Born Again? Have you been keeping
No,
up
I
with
have
this?
not. Well, we
Oh, you
talked about
haven't?
it earlier, and I said I want to watch when the whole season.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about it then.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I've been keeping up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your thought on it?
It's one of the main. It's one of the main two things I'm watching on streaming. That and Reacher.
See, I'm watching Reacher right now.
Hmm.
I'm watching Reacher.
So,
And,
so why wouldn't you wait for Reacher to all be posted and then watch it at a binge like Daredevil? What's the difference?
Well, I think to a point where I think Daredevil, I think I need to be more focused. As for Richard, it's just a little bit more of, I don't know, just to a point where I don't need to be on my couch to watch the whole series. To be going out and come back, and I would not lose anything. But as for Daredevil, I think I need to be. I think I need to sit down and watch the whole thing
So
because
the actor that plays Daredevil, Alan Richson, it's kind of like a thing that he might be the next Batman, because isn't Robert Pattinson now out?
what? When did this
Oh,
happen?
is he?
I heard that
I didn't know that.
who's the guy that made Guardians of the Galaxy? James Gunn.
Yeah.
I heard that he said Robert Pattinson won't be Batman in DCU.
Oh yeah, we might get a whole different Batman.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So wouldn't
so-
that be Alan Richson, the number one
Yeah.
choice, maybe? Because he seems like he would be a Bruce Wayne kind of person.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
so.
know.
he was
I don't know.
Aquaman.
Yeah, he was Aquaman, and then he was in the Titans.
Isn't
He was Hawk.
Aquaman, yeah. He looks a little big to me.
Well, if you look at the
Okay,
Absolute
I mean,
Batman, isn't
Batman-
Absolute Batman kind of big?
Yeah.
That's big.
I guess so, yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe he just looks big from like the Reacher.
When I first heard Michael Keaton was going to be Batman, I was shaking my head. I was like, how can that be? He doesn't look like he works out.
But yeah.
But he still pulled it off.
Were you one of the ones crying about Batfleck?
Oh,
Well, the
yeah.
thing
Were
is-
you?
I like
Go ahead, Joe.
I
I was gonna say like whenever they announced that Ben Affleck was gonna be Batman, I was like I was like, man, I don't let him be Batman or whatever. But like after he did it, I was like, he was really great as Batman.
yeah,
I thought.
I
didn't
was
have any
okay
problems
with it
with
because I saw him as
Yeah.
Daredevil. I thought he could be a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I thought it was all right.
Yeah,
The one that didn't work
I
was
did
Val
because
Kilmer.
I don't like it. I'm not much of him for like an actor. So I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah,
Because Michael
Joe doesn't
Keaton-
like Ben
I just
Affleck.
don't like Ben Affleck. I don't like his. I think he's a really good director, but I don't like his acting a whole lot and stuff. So I thought he was gonna like just wreck Batman. But it was I actually really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was a good fit to be a Batman. I
Yeah,
mean,
me too. Yeah.
he's
I mean, Val
pretty-
Kilmer and George Clooney were the ones that weren't a good fit.
Oh, George Clooney. God, that was the worst.
Oh, man.
I mean, wait a minute now.
So
George Clooney is a handsome guy. He could pull off Bruce
Yeah,
Wayne, but the Batman thing didn't work. I don't know.
No,
I
man,
don't
it
know
was
why.
such
Maybe it's the
crap.
story or the writing. I don't know.
No,
Everything. Yeah. I think Joel Schumacher directed it. He directed it like it was like some kind of sitcom or something. It was just really poorly done. It was so bad. And George Clooney was bad in it, and it's just sticky.
Yeah.
It was just dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. No, I'm sorry, but
It's
if
the one
you,
that had
ask,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
if you ask me who's my
I
favorite,
haven't seen that movie.
So
okay, so let's ask this: who's your favorite Batman that plays?
it's time to
portrays-
chill.
Who?
Look at that.
Who?
Favorite Batman?
Yeah, who's your favorite actor?
My
that
favorite,
played-
my favorite portrayal of Batman.
Yes.
Adam
Ugh.
West.
I don't know.
All right. So, if you want, if you wanted, well, let me ask myself that question: who's my favorite Batman? I said, if regardless what the storyline is, the director, what, just the appearance of Batman, I said the best Batman that I said Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Well, Angel Rivera said,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Christian, okay, Angel Rivera, Christian Bale was a good Batman because of the storyline and everything, how he portrayed as a real life. But overall, when you just the appearances himself, how Batman, how I imagine Batman is call it. Fuck, I forgot his name.
So David, you don't like Adam West, huh?
That was more of a comical. No.
No, you don't think so?
No.
With the technology they had back then. I mean,
Oh, man, I grew up watching that. I don't know.
Man,
I like Robert Pattinson.
Oh, you like
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson as a Batman?
Yeah, I like his version of Batman. Yeah.
Okay, because he's a younger version. Is it like a year one? Okay, I can kind of get
yeah,
that.
year one, yeah.
But as for just total Batman, to me is Ben Affleck. Then becomes Christian Bale. Then Robert Pattinson, and then Michael Keaton, and along with go down the line.
I got to bump up Michael Keaton. Yeah.
Nothing tops pure natural Adam West. Yes. Well,
Right.
actually, I love the Catwoman in that series.
But there's
Yeah.
4 Catwoman in there. There's like Eartha Kitt,
Like
there's
Eartha Kitt,
Lee
yeah.
Merriweather,
Yeah.
there's Julie Newmar.
Yeah.
Wasn't there another one? It's like,
I think
there's a bunch of them.
There might just be 3,
yeah.
I think. Yeah. My favorite was the Joker with his mustache. Like
Yeah.
with the painted
Cesar
over
Romero.
mustache. Yeah.
He
So
refused to shave that off, so they
He's just
Yeah.
yeah.
So good, man.
When I was a kid watching that, I always stared at his face and go, wait a minute, is that a mustache? I wonder why it's there.
I never noticed it
Yeah.
until I don't know.
It's like I was asking, why would he take it off?
Yeah, he refused. He said no, that's staying. And that kind of remind me of this one Indian show. I guess is one of them, like soap opera, and he comes in and the guy looks at him and he has a mustache, takes a mustache off, he has another mustache, and the guy is like, oh, it's you, kind of thing. But that was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
And there was another scene where like all this group of guys will come in and he put a mole and they look at him like, where'd the guy go? And he takes it off and then recognize that was him. It was just fucking hilarious, man. Just, like take the mustache off and there's another mustache and
Okay.
it's just stupid.
You're gonna have to post that on Instagram one day, David.
Yeah, no, if I find it real again, I'll forward it to the group chat. It's fucking hilarious, man.
Well, nevertheless, I am enjoying Daredevil. I think so far it's been pretty good. I won't say anything about it, but
did you watch the first series that came out of it? Like
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So good, man.
But I will
really
say the one thing that kind of is missing is Karen Page. There's very little of her. And I'm not so sure what's going on with that. I thought she was going to be a part of the show. And so far she's been in it for very little.
Okay.
Which is too bad.
Yeah.
Well, I need to see it to make that comment why, but going back to Reacher, I'm only watching that show, but I just can't stand that whole Boston accent on that FBI agent.
Oh yeah, her Boston accent is a little off, isn't it?
It's to a point where
it's not consistent.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And she's gonna sooner or later get in bed with Richard. right?
I don't care about that.
It's gonna happen. They already shown her naked already.
Thanks for pointing that out, David.
Yeah. More excited for Punisher. Yeah, I heard that the main thing is that they're making a Punisher movie in
That
Netflix
would be great.
on Disney Plus. Not a
Oof.
theatrical release, but it's more for us. So I'm kind of happy with that as well. So
That'd be
my
awesome.
okay, my question. Yeah, you seen the first 4 episodes, I'm assuming, or the first 5?
Of what?
Of
Daredevil?
Daredevil.
I think there's only 3 so far.
Is it
Is
3?
it
Okay.
3? Yeah.
Has the character Muse came out yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, because he's supposed to be the main villain, right?
Hmm,
Well, Disney.
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things happening within the comic book world when it comes to live action. Punisher movie coming up, and Disney has canceled so many of their projects. Jesus Christ! And did you hear about that announcement that Sony and Marvel made regards to Spider-Man 4?
No.
Like how you remember when Tom Holland MJ is Zendaya? Now they're bringing up another redhead, which is going to be portrayed by the girl redhead that was from Stranger Things. Remember that girl?
No.
You ever watch Stranger Things?
No.
Okay, there is this one girl. She's one of the main protagonists in that show. She's a redhead. But
Yeah,
what
I
I
can't think of her.
understand, she will be. She has been casted to play a major character in a Spider-Man as a redhead, and they're saying that the only redhead that is major character in the Spider-Man universe is Mary Jane Watson. So they're saying that the Spider-Man 4 will be more into the multiverse before that Avengers, the Dooms, whatever, the Doomsday uh movie will be coming out. So
Yeah.
you got Zendaya as MJ is Michael. Her name is Michelle Jones, I think that's her real name in that movie. So the
Mhm.
abbreviation MJ, but MJ will be being portrayed by this new cast from Stranger Things. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Hmm.
We'll see what
Yeah.
happens. I
Yeah.
like I like Tom Holland and Zendaya.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have good chemistry. I mean, but we'll see what happens because I don't know why MCU would do this
Yeah.
or even with Tony. I mean, why would they even go into multiverse when that's the one that pretty much ruined the whole what phase 3 and phase 4 because of the whole freaking multiverse. I don't know why they want to dip into it more and make it more complicated for moviegoers.
Yeah.
But they're still going forward with the Doctor Doom thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to pan out.
Well, being done by Russell Brothers, I mean, it can't get that bad as how it was for the past 7 years.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, yeah, but the cast they have lined up is pretty. It's an all-star cast. It's all started cast, so
Hmm.
it's so can't go wrong with that. I mean, I'm a I'm just a sucker for action movies, especially when it comes to Marvel, DC. So I'm going to go see it
Yeah.
regardless.
Yeah.
I think the only Marvel show that I have not seen is that Scarlet Witch. What was her name? What was that character? They made a
Agatha Harkness.
yeah. That's the only show that I have not watched.
Oh.
How about Agent Carter? Have you seen Agent Carter?
Yes, I've seen Agent Carter.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I've not seen Agent Carter yet, but I've seen Agatha Harkness.
I have not seen, because to me that's irrelevant to what's going on in the MCU.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just my opinion. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know how that gonna bring down or bring up, how that's gonna be. I don't know. In I guess,
It's not interrelated.
yeah,
Not
interrelated.
not
Yeah, how that storyline is gonna be any effective to ongoing MCU projects. So
okay.
yeah. Um, but there is a rumor that there was a cameo of Spider-Man on that Daredevil TV show.
I
So
wouldn't mind seeing She-Hulk.
I heard she will be in the Avenger Doomsday though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Did you like Devil's cameo on She-Hulk?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Daredevil's cameo on She-Hulk was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That'd be fun tie-in.
Yeah. I like the She-Hulk. Everybody complained about it, but I actually kind of liked the She-Hulk show that they made.
It was fun.
I thought it was kind of fun. Yeah, I didn't bother me too bad.
I enjoyed it.
It wasn't
enjoyed it.
great, but it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say WandaVision was one of the big shows, but to me, it's like it was okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it was all right.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
If you read that stuff in when you were a kid, Wanda with Vision, it did not make sense because Vision is a robot,
she's
And
a freak.
And I remember, still remember that Avenger comic book when they're on a vacation, they're on the beach, and Vision is wearing, a bathing suit. It was just the weirdest thing, and he's all red and then wearing these yellow
Android.
swim trunks. I was going, that is so weird.
Well, there's some weird shit that Marvel has done. I mean, but the thing is, to make Wanda, Scarlet Witch, to be a freak like that, to actually have any relationship with a robot, by all means, man, whatever King Sir Red Tails,
Don't mean to change the subject, but what do you think about the Seattle Seahawks, the trades they've made? You like Sam
Love it.
Darnold?
I don't love him, but I think we got a younger version of Geno Smith. He's 27 years old. We got, with the contract that he has signed for, is $10 million cheaper than signing Geno Smith to a 2 to 3 year deal. And for getting rid of DK Metcalf, I think that's a smart move for them because I don't think he's that talented.
He's getting old, yeah.
Yeah, to be paying him $25 to $30 million.
So where did DK go? Did he go to
Steelers? He went to Pittsburgh.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I can't picture how that's gonna.
What? He wanted to be traded. By all means, trade the guy. But the guy is a hothead to a point where he cost us a couple of games that we could have won last year and made the playoff. But due to his hothead, he can't control his temper. Getting into all these things, and we don't. To me, if I was running that franchise or running that team, that's for me is get out. You're out. You're out. But but we signed what is that? The guy from Dallas, DeMarco Lawrence, defensive tackle.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this next year Seahawks, but I'm more interested in the baseball. Spring here, baby. Go baseball, go Mariners,
Yeah, I'm more into basketball right now because that's the season, and Golden State is just doing so well since Jimmy Butler joined them. It has just been a treat watching that team. It is so fun.
Well, you got to look at Lakers too, man. Ever since they got freaking.
Oh yeah. But LeBron got hurt, so they're kind of losing right now. But yeah, when LeBron and Luka are on the court, it's awesome. It's awesome to watch.
Our internet's.
So what's new, Joe? Your internet. But yeah, I'm excited for the baseball season. We have one of the best lineups in Major League when it comes to pitching. When it comes to our lineup, when it comes to our hitting, it's okay. Jorge Polanco has been doing really well during the spring training. Ever since he got, he's playing third base now. So we'll see what happens. Mitch Garvers is doing a lot better. Hopefully, he'll have a revamped year than what he did with the Texas when they won the World Series, and we'll see what happened. Yeah, but on Friday, the Mariners just introduced a boat hand switch pitcher. So one inning he was pitching right, he threw 95, and the next batter he was pitching with his left arm, which was throwing 90 miles per hour. So that's kind of exciting to see. Something different that you have a switch.
So, I don't know if I've said that I'm a Dodger fan. I'm a huge Dodger fan, and they won the World Series. But there was this one Dodger I really like. His name is Trey Turner. And
Yeah.
he went to the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah.
There's a documentary out there about him. It is a really strange documentary where the fan went on Instagram and said, "Stop booing Trey Turner," because he was in such a bad slump. And instead of booing Trey Turner, what they did every time he went up to bat, they gave him a standing ovation, no matter what. And then after they started doing that, he started hitting home runs. I thought that was such a cool documentary. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's on. I think it's on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's a good player. But here's the thing about you guys, Dodgers.
Here it comes.
You guys, Dodgers have just paid $100 million in luxury tax because of all the money that you guys signed for players. Now that is okay. They spent $100 million in luxury tax now, just in luxury tax. That is combined of 5 major league teams that is on the current roster that they're paying. They pay more for luxury tax than 5 major league team that paying on their rosters. It's just unbelievable.
But if they win the pennant, who cares how much they spent? I mean, I think isn't that the goal, to win?
Yeah.
True.
But in baseball, and this is one thing I love about baseball, is that you can spend all the money you want, but it doesn't not guarantee you a world pennant.
Right, and the perfect example is the Oakland A's when
Yes.
that Brad Pitt movie Moneyball.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's such a great documentary. Well, it's not
That's
a documentary; it's
really
actually a
good.
movie, right? It is a great
Yeah, it's a
story.
movie.
Unfortunately, I wasn't an Oakland A's fan at the time, and I'm still not an Oakland A's fan. They're actually now Las Vegas A's. I think they're moving.
A's no. It's just
How come everything good goes to like Las Vegas?
Well,
Yeah.
Oakland is kind of
Money.
deteriorated. Oakland's
Yeah.
really deteriorated, and Las Vegas does have cash. So.
Yeah.
Okay, because the Raiders went there, and now the
you got the Golden Knight won the Stanley Cup in their first year, and
And they got the
man,
Aces.
that's unbelievable.
Yeah, but
They
given the fact
didn't
that
win, but they made it.
Yeah,
Right?
no, they won one year,
yeah,
Did
they
they-
won. They won.
And the women's basketball is good.
And then they
there,
went
Las
to- they-
Vegas Aces.
been there twice. They won one, and they almost went there.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean it's a great city. It's a great city, but the thing is, going back to Major League is that you don't have to spend all that money to get a pennant. I mean look at Arizona Diamondback. When they won the World Series, they weren't freaking $100 million payroll team. They had just people, just average Joes, just coming up, and they made it to the pennant. They won. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, they're fun when they win, but I don't
Yeah.
generally follow the Diamondbacks
Well,
since they're the enemy of
you
the
don't have to
Giants and the
spend
Dodgers.
$500 million, Ron, to win a world pennant. Look at Yankees. I mean,
If you do
last
and
year,
you win, it's okay.
But if you do and you win, it's okay.
yeah, I mean, look
If
at
you
Texas.
spend that money and you don't win.
It's not okay.
Yeah, look at Texas. I think they
You
spent
gotta
over $300 million, and they won the World Series. You know, and last year is a perfect example that you can buy
Yeah,
yourself.
300 million, that's not very much money.
Yeah, well,
It's a lot of slabs.
That's nothing. 300 million, that's nothing.
yeah. Well, I think that's pretty much it for our time today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just sad that Victor Wembanyama is out for the season.
Oh, what happened to him?
He had a blood clot on his shoulders.
From
I was worried
basketball?
about that guy having a short career anyway.
But they said that
He's built like
he'll
Belichick.
be back again. But he said that his recovery time is short to a point where he can play for his national team during some
Yeah.
kind of international trial. But for this NBA season, he's pretty much done because you have to
Yeah,
go through.
he's a
rehab.
sensational player, but he looks so frail to me. Like he looks like he looks like a
Minute Bowl.
toothpick. Yeah, he just looks like, man, the wind would just blow him over. But
No, but I don't know.
he's a heck of a player.
Pack of cards if you want to see of him.
No,
I
not
still
interesting.
believe in him.
He has
But
a good long career.
yeah, I hope he plays longer than LeBron and plays up till 50 and breaks LeBron James' scoring record.
Oh man,
I hate
He's
LeBron.
he's very fragile. That guy.
yeah.
He's fragile
LeBron?
looking to me.
Who?
Yeah.
LeBron?
Wyndham.
Well, Wimbo not. Yeah. He's
LeBron
very.
is fragile.
Yeah, he
too.
looks like you just snap in half, man. He looks really.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks brittle to me. Yeah, but
Yeah, I had the same thing when
LeBron's fragile and he doesn't look like it.
you remember when Utah had a 7 feet something center in the early 90s. His name was Sean Bradley.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He was a number 2 overall pick, and everybody
Yeah.
thought. And what happened? Year 3, he's out.
He's out. Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, Utah had that great run with Karl Malone and John Stockton. That
Oh
was
gosh. Yeah.
man, that was such a cool team. Utah.
Yeah,
They never
Jazz.
won the championship because of Michael
Yeah.
Jordan.
They couldn't get past
Yeah,
Jordan.
yeah.
But man, they would.
Still.
They really, if it wasn't for that, they would have won 2 championships. Nobody was going to stop them. Like they beat.
Well, Jordan stopped a lot of people.
he stopped a
from
lot
winning.
of people from winning. Yeah.
Well, the 1 year that he retired, guess who won?
Yeah,
Freaking
the
Houston Rockets.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Did you see the NBA slam dunk contest?
Yeah.
That one kid is he's not, I don't even think he's a pro player. He's a G League player.
yeah.
And he won the last 3 years. He's so cool. This year he jumped over a car. It was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that white boy can
The
jump.
white
Yeah.
dude, yeah.
He's jumped over Shaq and he jumped over a car.
Yeah.
It's like whatever.
Yeah, whatever insoles that he's using, man, he better promote it.
Yeah. More machine than man.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see a white man like that to jump high. It
Do
was-
y'all remember Spud Webb?
Oh man, do I remember him?
Yeah, that little dude, man.
Fantastic dunks. Man.
Yeah, dude.
6?
Yeah.
What, he's 5'7", 5'8"?
Yeah, I think maybe
He's not
5'6" to
big.
5'8". Yeah.
Yeah, he's not big.
And
Oh,
yeah, for him to dunk like that, freaking amazing.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Can you see?
Kenny Smith, yeah. Kenny Smith was a good player.
Oh, Kenny Smith, he's part of the whatchamacallit,
The Rockets, yeah.
Rockets along with, isn't he like the one of the anchors?
He's an
for-
announcer on Inside the NBA. He's
Yeah,
a
he's
chef
had
in
him.
the
Fuck,
earnings,
I
yeah.
love those crew. Those
Oh, dude, they're so good,
Jack,
man.
Barkley,
so
Kenny, and man, they were
Jack, yeah. They're funny,
hilarious.
especially Charles Barkley.
Yeah,
That dude doesn't give a damn, dude. He doesn't give
I
a
remember
damn,
when
man.
Barkley went to the Rockets. Like,
Yeah. I was like, but they didn't win with him.
no,
But,
Yeah, he was on a fun team. What was it? The Phoenix Suns? He was a Phoenix Suns.
To the
That was
fin-
a fun
he went to
team.
the finals with them.
yeah, and again, Michael Jordan
Yeah, Michael Jordan.
and get past Jordan again. Jeez, man.
I feel bad for all those draft picks that got drafted during the '84 season, like Karl Malone.
hey
you know.
Jojo,
Hey Jojo. Hey, thanks for coming by. Now we
Yeah.
have to go, so thank you. And Tad, thanks to you. Thank you for joining us at the last minute, but we have to go. Hey, I just wanted to ask you guys, maybe instead of 10, would you guys be more interested in doing it after 12?
Doesn't matter to me.
That's fine.
That's fine. I think that might be a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's better when you have breakfast.
Then that way I don't
Yeah,
have
that'd be a
to-
little bit better for me.
Yeah, so let's do that then. 2 weeks from now, let's do it probably around 12:30 after
Yeah,
lunch.
that way you
Okay.
can attend mass, David.
Yes.
You could save your soul.
Oh, thanks, Jojo. Oh, you watching on the rewind. Like I said, don't waste your 2 hours of your life watching this show. It's just two people. It's just a bunch of guys just coming in and just talk about things and this is my way of just releasing my stress, all the shit that I went through in the past 2 weeks, and I can kind of throw it out here and things. And like I said, love you, Ron and Joe, Yvonne. Thank you very much. And yes, Penny Hardaway. Yes,
Yeah, he was good too. Real good
it
player.
was good. It was good. They should have won more. I like I said, they should have won at least 2.
Yeah.
Freaking. But thanks to Michael Jordan, they did it. Yeah.
Did you like
All right,
the
guys,
Pistons?
Oh, did you like that? Yeah, the Detroit Pistons back in the day, they kept Michael Jordan out for a while. Like they beat the.
Oh yeah, because there was rival around with freaking
Yeah.
Magic Johnson along with
Yeah.
freaking Larry Bird.
Oh,
So
man, basketball used to be
Jordan
so
was
good, man.
he was up and coming. He
Yeah,
was up
yeah.
and
It was when
coming.
he was new.
Once
Once he
had
le-
like the Jordan rules.
yeah, once he learned how to win, though, nobody could beat him, man.
Yeah, Chris Mullen, the 3-pointer,
Oh yeah, golly, man, basketball used to be so good.
used to be good.
Well, it's good for me right now because of Golden State. Since they got
Oh,
Jimmy
yeah.
Butler, it's been fun.
Jimmy Butler, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, Rodman.
He's a
I,
killer.
I like Rodman more on the Detroit than he was on Chicago Bulls.
yeah. He was such a good player. Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. All right, we can talk more about sports next week.
Man.
I have to go and give my loaner. I got to get a new loaner for my car.
All right, man.
Yeah, with that said,
See
hello
y'all.
guys. I'll see you in 2
Bye,
weeks.
everyone. Thanks for watching. All right.